Hey there, folks. Trustworthy Fat Kev Smith. Before we start casting the pods, man, let me try to sell you something first, okay? Do you like me? Do you like my friends Jason Mewes, Ralph Garman? Then guess what? We're coming to a town near you, man. We're coming your way, man. Come see a Smodco show. Tickets at csmod.com. That's SEESMOD.com. Now, if you can't come to one of our shows, you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to support this two-bit operation? Well, how about you kick back in your home with some family and friends and loved ones and play Monopoly. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly. That's right, man. You can buy from jayandsilentbob.com, the home of the secret stash, right there online, a signed edition of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly. Me and Mewes sign it, man. Jason Mewes, Jay himself, me, Silent Bob. And the parts are real fun, man. They got a little cock knocker, a little fist, a little Suzanne, a little blunt mobile. It's crazy, man. Get your hands on it. You get drunk, get stoned, and play a round of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly. Available, signed by me and Jason Mewes at jayandsilentbob.com. Now, here comes your Smodco podcast.
Hey, it's your old buddy Bry here with Ming Chen to tell you about Nature Box. We're broadcasting from Houston. Where the hell are we? The Hilton Gardens Hotel. Ming, what do you think about the Hilton Gardens?
I hope you enjoy seeing my waterfall as much as I do.
Well, it's a pretty nice waterfall, but is it yours?
You're crazy, man.
Well, I don't know that I'm crazy.
It's only common sense.
I would say that common sense is ordering from naturebox.com/TESD.
Have some guts. Make a decision.
What do you mean, like decide between jalapeno white cheddar popcorn, pistachio power clusters, Big Island pineapple?
You're a loser. Get out of my way.
I wasn't aware I was in your way.
I know a lot of you thinking that, I'm famous.
It's true. I admit I had a little bit of an ulterior motive. Being that you are so famous, people will listen to you. So if you were to tell them to go to naturebox.com/TESD, that's what they're going to do.
Why not you?
Well, why not me? I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, you're the talent here, right? I mean, you've got 3 podcasts, you've got a TV show, you appear at conventions all over the country, you know, all this with no discernible talent whatsoever. I'm wondering, like, what is your secret?
People say that I'm a genius. I'm only a lucky boy.
I got a question for you, Ming. What was the deal with that old dude last night?
I have another secret that most people don't know about.
I mean, what could you possibly mean by that?
Once you have a taste, you will never go back.
I hope you're talking about Nature Box, Ming. Certainly not the old man, right?
Not everyone is fortunate enough to know my techniques.
Okay.
You gotta make an effort.
Well, I'm not really into old men.
You deserve to be broke.
Well, I don't know that I necessarily deserve to be broke just because I don't want to, sell my body to octogenarians.
One night, I got all the guts in this world. I walk over to this nice old man.
Go on.
I give him some water, and I say, sir, I'm giving you some water.
Okay, now when you say water, is that code for anything? That's kind of what I figured. I want to get back to Nature Box, Ming. They're made with 0 artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. You're going to get a free trial. I mean, they're delivered to your door. What are you waiting for, Ming?
And lucky for me, the old man say, well, boy, stay after work. I show you how.
He'll show you how to what?
Come easy.
I kind of was afraid that's what you were going to say.
I know some of you are thinking I'm a genius.
I mean, I don't know that's necessarily what they're thinking right now, but it does beg the question why you're sucking off old men for money.
Stay after work, I show you how.
I think I'm going to take a pass. I just want to remind people, go to naturebox.com/TESD and get some good snacks, some free shipping, and you will not be disappointed. Ming, it looks like you are going to be disappointed because I'm not going to go trolling for old men with you.
You're a loser. Get out of my way.
Again, I don't believe I'm in your way, Ming. naturebox.com/TESD. Life is nothing but cats and money.
Cats and money, baby.
misogynist!
Nah. Your father cries himself to sleep every night.
Yeah.
Every fucking night.
Every word you say is a trigger for your dad.
Right.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Well, I'm going to be making an announcement at some point in this show.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not going to say when, and I'm never going to fucking tell you what it's about, but it's big.
Big announcement.
Oh, it's big.
So the fucking cunty pussholes can shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
The no mood
Yes, you can. No.
for cunty pussholes.
I can't tell you how little of a mood I'm in for that sort of thing. The cunty puss hole.
I got that.
They always say, like, there's no reason you should ever call a woman a cunt. No reason ever. I disagree.
I just called a bunch of people cunty pussholes, but that wasn't
Right.
gender specific.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
But there's plenty of good women.
It's leading
You're
into the
telling
next
me
thing.
The fucking a woman like let's say you're married and she fucks your best friend
Right.
and steals your money, scratches your car up on the way out the door. You can't call her a cunt.
Oh, that's not very PC. It's someone call you a misogynist.
Well,
You're a misogynist.
nah, you just got to call her like it is. Hey, there's some women are cunts. I don't know what to tell you. Not all women are cunts.
No, most aren't.
Most aren't.
The ones I encounter, most are not.
But I'm supposed to pretend that all women are good human beings?
Well, no, not that they're all good human beings, but that's like the equivalent of, say, the N-word for to call a woman. That's like if you're in an argument with your girl and you're like, you know what, you're a real fucking cunt. Like you can't come back from there. Like you can't say anything worse than that to her.
I probably wouldn't do that. I've never done that.
No, I wouldn't do it either.
Because I don't date women that fucking... Maybe just that one.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna have to stop short of agreeing with you there. I've run into situations
Right.
but I was listening to the Jim Norton advice show on Sirius XM.
Jim Norton's got his own show. It's an advice show.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an hour of him taking Twitter questions and people calling in, and this guy called in and said that he was he's been dating a woman for, I think it was 6 months. Real happy, loves her family. Her family's very friendly with him. Everything's going great, except he's banging his ex-girlfriend behind her back.
All right, so he's a cunt.
Yes, he is an asshole. Cunt. Pusshole. So I guess, he's emailing back and forth, and even in these emails, he's saying things that aren't so nice about this girl. So the current girlfriend. So the ex-girlfriend, who he said he dated for a year, I believe, maybe a little bit longer, puts together a package of photos and all these emails and sends it to the current girlfriend at her work.
Oof.
So that the people discover it prior to her getting the package. And
that's rough.
Norton admitted, he said he was like, I'm doing that guy thing where like I empathize, and I'm like, you got caught, man. That sucks. But it doesn't suck for the girl who was getting cheated on, because from what the guy said, it seemed like she was nice. But that other woman, like, not because, in my estimation, not because she exposed him, but because she like humiliated this other woman.
Why are you going to hurt an innocent party?
Yeah, like why would you do that? That is a cunt move.
Yeah,
like you are an awful human being.
That's an awful human being.
Yeah,
I've met a lot of awful human beings in my life.
Oh my God, males and females alike. Dude.
Yeah, probably more males than females. But
yeah, I'd say so.
It's tough because affairs of the heart open you up to, like just some fucking horrible shit. I don't think that you'll ever hear of me, what's the word I'm looking for here, Brian? Remember how passionate I used to be about relationships?
Yes.
I don't think that you'll ever hear that from me again. I think that's done. I think that's over.
You've been worn down?
Worn down. I've hit some rough patches.
Right.
Even with some good people, and I don't think I want to deal with it again.
Well, I'm aware of a situation of like, let's say not the not so recent past, but within the past few years, that yes, it is like as an outsider looking in, I'm like, I really am like, I want to just fucking do like an incredible voyage and like climb in your ear in a little spaceship and fucking fly around your head and see what's going on right there. See if I can repair some fucking neural pathway damage and shit.
There's no way to go. I think I'm just the type of person that is really susceptible to, some might say self-inflicted heartbreak.
Right.
And I can't, I don't
sabotage yourself.
Yeah, I don't think I could open myself up to it ever again.
Saboteur.
And that's not like weepy. I'm fine with it.
No, you never blamed anybody else.
No. I'm fine with it. Like, this isn't me being like, whoa, I've been hurt too many times. No. This is more of like a fucking.
You call me saying that.
I've been hurt too many times.
I'm like, somebody got Quinn's phone.
Oh, the pain ain't
my heart broken in two.
Shattered my heart.
It'll never be repaired, Brian. Oh, why?
How long can we go before they just shut the podcast?
I don't care what the announcement is.
No, I think I'm just all about. I think I'm all business now, buddy.
Yeah,
all money, cash money.
Yeah, all right.
Fuck, cats and money. Which is
and
different
money.
from pussy and money.
Yeah, life ain't nothing but cats and money.
Cats and money, baby. A little Elvis thrown in there.
Now, here's another girl, though.
All right.
That a lot of people are like, she's the worst human being on earth. She's a cunt. She's a piece of shit. I don't know if you've seen this. The Too Drunk to Care girl.
Who?
Too Drunk to Care. She, a Florida woman who tweeted she was too drunk to care before killing a pair of best friends in a fatal wrong way crash in 2013, was sentenced Monday to more than 2 decades in prison.
Wait. She knew she was going to kill these people, but didn't give a shit?
Now, if you read the article,
right,
it doesn't seem that way. It appears that it was actually aimed at her boyfriend. But she obviously was aware that she was if you're too drunk to care, you're probably too drunk to drive. Right. Kayla Mendoza. And she was sentenced to 24 years in prison and 6 months probation. Now, this girl is 22.
She hot?
She's pretty. I mean, she has a pretty face.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You know? I only see her face. I can't see the rest of her bod.
You know what that means.
Yeah, I know that she's got that Facebook angle going on. But here are the victims. The one on the left, really. She has such a pretty smile.
They're dead?
Yeah, that's probably got fucking incinerated.
That sucks.
She wasn't even legally old enough to drive at the time of the crash and didn't have a driver's license. Wow, she was really
to die that young is just a shame.
She tweeted that she was too drunk to care from a Twitter account where she dubbed herself a pothead princess and bragged that her car permanently smelled like marijuana. You know what? The more I'm reading this,
them job interviews, huh?
Yeah. She had been drinking at a Coral Springs restaurant. I'll bet you they're unhappy with this. And had a blood alcohol level of 0.15. Her car was moving at 80 miles an hour. She broke both her legs in the crash. I'm trying to figure out. I thought she killed her 2 best friends.
Okay.
She crashed head on with another car while driving the wrong way.
That just happened on Staten Island.
Killing Caitlin Ferrante and Marissa Catronio.
Those cops from Jersey. Did you hear about that? This is like a month ago. Cops from Jersey were at a strip club on Staten Island.
I'm sorry, real quick. It says, I'm not going to tell you the website I'm looking at because I hate it, but Madonna doesn't look like this anymore. And I saw this picture of this manatee. I thought that was the picture, but she's been
the picture underneath.
Yeah, that's a picture below her. I just saw it real fast. I was like, did she ever look like a manatee?
That's pretty funny. So Staten Island Curve Strip Club, which I've been to, and is actually, if you like your strippers Russian, that's the place to go.
That's the place, huh?
Yeah, I haven't been there in quite a while, but I know that they mainly have the Russian strippers. That being said, there are some cops from Jersey who were drinking from there, got on the Staten Island Expressway to get back to Jersey in the wrong direction.
Oh, God.
And slammed headfirst into a tractor trailer. Can only imagine the noise. And
must have been loud.
A bunch of people. There were 4 of them in the car. You know how fucked up you have to be for 4 of you to not realize that you're going the wrong way?
That's pretty fucked up. That's really fucked up.
So that just happened recently.
4 guys are going the wrong way
on the Staten Island Expressway. Yeah.
Cops. What is with these guys, man?
I don't know. I wonder what goes on. I'm a supporter of the cops. I know that's not a popular opinion these days.
No.
But I really am. Like, I got to say, like, even though I get tickets from them, and occasionally foreign cops beat me up.
When was the last time you got a ticket? Recently?
I get, you know what I get on Staten Island all the time is those red light cameras, the speeding cameras.
Right.
And I just get, it's like every month I have like a $300 tax to the city of New York.
Right.
It's my own fault. I know where the cameras are at this point and I still fucking don't take the right things. But I'm a big fan of cops. I like law. I like, order. I like,
law and order.
I like, feeling safe.
Right.
So I don't report this story, Brian, to disparage the officers involved. I just say, bring it up because you're talking about that girl. It happens. People drive their own way, and you can only just say, like, what a bunch of assholes.
Well, here you go. It says a vehicle had been headed down Arthur Kill Road when it made a wrong turn despite 2 prominent do not enter signs.
Right.
But their camera saw a van making the same mistake on Friday night. The tractor trailer was behind another tractor trailer and swerved and missed the car. God damn you. Jersey City is not the place to be. Get out of here. It's been 1.5 years, but this is the 6th time I've seen it happen. Okay, so they're investigating whether or not the alcohol played a role.
Well, fucking duh. I hear the strip club.
One of the guys had posted a picture of 3 shot glasses filled with alcohol on his Instagram account earlier in the evening.
Why would you do that?
People are really they just have to fucking write shit on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I'm the pothead princess. My car always smells like weed. Okay. Well, all right. Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you admit to that?
I don't know.
Why'd you brag about it?
I find my interest in social media to be at almost zero these days. There was something about interacting in the beginning that now has kind of lost its charm for me.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I don't care, Brian.
I don't care anymore.
I don't care.
I don't care anymore. Broke my heart. Twitter broke my heart.
Twitter hurt me.
Smithereens.
I'll never hurt Twitter. Oh, wait, Instagram.
Eat a sandwich. Macchiato.
People are gonna hate this episode.
Meanwhile, fucking in that duration, Ming's posted 12 pictures of himself. I was talking to Mike today. He told me that Ming went down to we're doing Houston Comic-Con this weekend, so come on and see us, I suppose, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And Mike said, yeah, Ming left today. Now today's, what day is Monday?
Today's Monday, buddy.
Okay, yeah, the show doesn't start until Friday.
He was away all weekend.
Yeah. In Atlantic
He was
City.
away. I was with you guys.
Yeah. But Mike, I mean, I don't think I think this is the level that it's reached where he goes, oh, he's a cousin down there though. And I'm like, he's a wife and kids here.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's, you know what? Ming's going to do what Ming's going to do. I've learned that.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be said to this guy that's going to change his mind.
Nah, good guy, Ming.
Fraternizing. I like Ming.
Good guy.
I do, despite what people think, or may draw from the things I say about him. I do like him.
Did you see Mad Max yet?
I haven't.
Jesus, dude.
I did see Mad Men. Did you watch the Mad Men?
Never watched Mad Men.
Oh, okay.
Mad Max is a must-see.
Yeah?
Must see.
The bagel store I go to in the morning, I saw the poster and I was thinking about you mentioning it and saying how good it was. And then there was another poster. If you're not on social media, you may not have seen it. I want to show you this poster. I'm curious to get your feelings.
This is Mad Max?
No. This is
the announcement?
This is no. This is just a. This is a poster I happened to see while.
Oh shit!
While what's up?
I have a rare. I don't often plug the Tenderloin shows on this podcast.
You don't.
I don't really plug Impractical Jokers anymore. I don't really plug the Tenderloins. All I do is talk about that shit all the fucking time. So it's like, this is kind of my break in that.
That's all those guys talk about.
It's just our whole life is consumed by it. I shoot, I get home at 10 o'clock at night. And when I get home, there's fucking 20 emails I got to answer about it. Then I got to get up and do an interview about it. And then I got to go on set and shoot all fucking day, repeat ad nauseum. So enough's enough as far as I'm concerned. But, we are going to, we just put on sale a show in New Orleans, June 13th. So it's coming real quick. So I just wanted to let all the ants know, June 13th at the Sanger Theater in New Orleans. Tickets are on sale at thetenderloins.com. So come down because, I love New Orleans. So most likely we'll be out drinking afterwards somewhere.
You'll be in a good mood. You'll be
in a good mood.
But you will not be driving the wrong way.
I will not be driving at all.
You won't be calling yourself the Prince of Pot.
I will not be doing any pot. I will not be drinking and driving. What I will be doing is performing from 7 to like 10 or 9 and then going straight to a bar to drink.
All right.
So, come on down.
Hey, what else you doing in New Orleans? What else is there to do?
What else is there to do on a Saturday night in New Orleans? Oh, God. My life.
But so this is the poster that I see
let me
today.
see
I actually tweeted it. Now here's the poster.
We're back, pitches.
We're back, pitches.
I've seen this.
You've seen this poster.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what it was. I had to ask a younger lady who was right there.
Yeah.
I said, "Do you know what this means?" But
Pitch Perfect 2, yes.
Pitch Perfect 2. The movie was Pitch Perfect, and it's about an a cappella group.
Mm-hmm. People love that first movie.
I guess so.
I mean,
if
really
they made a second one, what is to love about the?
I did not see it because if there was an alley that I could be said that things are up it for me,
that would not be.
That would be in a different city on a different continent.
Right.
A bunch of wacky female centric jokes and wacky female archetypes. Not my bag.
So cliche bullshit.
I don't know. People love it. People say it's a really well made movie.
7.3.
Right.
This is the original one. The first one, the poster says, "Get pitch slapped." I mean, they're really fucking working on that pun, huh? They're giving it a fucking workout.
Your pal Elizabeth Banks directed this. Pitch Perfect 2.
That's what I'm seeing here.
Yeah. You liked that, didn't you?
Yeah, I might have to cut all this out, being that Elizabeth Banks and I are so tight. Becca, a freshman at Barton University, is cajoled into joining the Bellas, her school's all-girls singing group. Injecting some much-needed energy into the repertoire, the Bellas take on their male rivals in a campus competition.
Yeah.
The first one was directed by somebody named Jason Moore. How does a guy direct this?
I don't know. I mean, it's a new era, dude. There is no such thing as masculinity or femininity. It's all one.
We're all fucking androgynous.
We're all the same, dude. We're all the same. So, I don't know. People love it. It's probably a good movie. Everything I've heard is it's a very good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like, I'll take a musical.
What's with the badass look, though? It's so overdone. It's so
I'm
corny.
sure it plays into the movie somehow, right?
Yeah. Rebel Wilson with her mouth open like somebody's going to fucking stick an apple in it.
I can't. I don't fat shame her, buddy.
Yeah,
I will not. I will not have you fat shaming on my watch.
Nah.
No.
Okay. I won't go so far as to take it back. I won't say it again, though.
Well, her name in the movie is Fat Amy.
Is it really?
Know. Yeah.
So she embraces it.
She embraces it.
Yeah, good on Rebel
But
Wilson,
I'm sure
man.
she doesn't want to be.
So like fat bra.
I don't think like a pig in her, like an apple in her mouth.
Right.
I don't think she wants to take it to that extreme. But I don't know. Maybe she does.
Yeah. How do you know?
I'm very leery of.
She might be into it.
Like, when was the last time like a fat male comedian was working the fall down fat slob thing? I'm sure Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Played that to
anyone
the
who
hilt.
does it after Chris Farley is not doing it as well.
Right.
But I think he might be the last one.
I mean, there's some great ones. Costello, of course.
Yeah.
Funny fat guy.
John
Candy, of course. Funny fat guy. Belushi, yeah. He didn't really do the fat shtick, though.
No.
Maybe with Bluto a little bit in Animal House. But yeah, like, you're right. After Farley, it's kind of hard to look at another fat guy and be like, this guy's got the fat shtick going.
Mm-hmm.
Homer Simpson, I guess, has been riding that wave for 26 years now.
Right.
But now they have the fat female comedian coming in. You got your...
you have your Rebel Wilson.
Okay, Rebel Williams.
Your...
what's her name? Melissa McCarthy.
She's good. I like her.
Do you?
I do like Melissa McCarthy. I think she's funny. And not only that, I don't know what it is, but I'm so pleased that she's more popular than her fucking quote unquote hot fucking cousin Jenny McCarthy. Because
Are they really cousins?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right,
I think she's far more talented than Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah.
She may not be as thin, but she's way more talented.
Right.
And I'm glad that someone who doesn't fit that Hollywood, the mold, yeah, is able to, and she uses the heaviness a little bit in some movies and more in other movies, but like I've seen her stuff where she doesn't like really, just go nonstop. Like, hey, I'm fat. Look at this. I can't get up. Look at this. I can't. Yeah, that kind of bullshit. Right. Yeah. So good on fucking Melissa McCarthy. I like her.
So she's getting the Brian Johnson stamp of approval.
Yep.
All right.
No apple for you. We did a con, Q.
Is this the announcement?
We did no.
Oh,
no, yeah. See, people are like, oh, when can I turn it off?
I know.
You turn it off when I fucking say you turn it off. We did a con this week in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
And from the moment I got there, I didn't want to be there. More so than any other con, really. Yeah.
Why?
It's just, there's something about that. Well, driving in, you look at the billboards and you're like, what's coming up? Who's coming to town? And like, I saw Boston, but I'm like, well, the fucking main guy is dead. Like the dude who, the guitarist,
they're just picking up the pieces.
And, he had an extremely, individualistic style.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's the guitarist that's dead. But I don't think I wouldn't go all the way down there to see him. The only billboard I saw that I'm like, hey, you know what? I would go see that is Dom Herrera.
I think I'm going to go.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, I texted him today.
Yeah.
Dom Herrera, a little plug for him, playing the Tropicana, I believe, Saturday night in Atlantic City. Dom Herrera, if you don't know who he is and you're a fan of comedy, you should know who he is. He's a stand-up comedian who in the comedy world is just known as one of the best stand-ups. He's a legend. Personally speaking, he's one of the nicest guys that I've met in the entertainment industry. And also got on stage when you and I did Space Monkeys in Los Angeles and talked about child molestation for a good 10 minutes. Hysterical guy.
I'm wrong about this. Tom Schultz is not dead. I thought
Who?
maybe Tom Schultz. I thought that he was dead, but why? I wonder why I thought that. Somebody from Brad Delp.
Do you think the fact that
it was the vocalist, not the guitarist? I mean, that guy had. I mean, talk about again.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Like fucking. That is their calling card. Is that voice?
Who's
the voice
singing
and
for
the
him
guitar. Let me see. I'll tell you.
Do you think it's coming? Like, I've been in like one of my rage moods.
Okay.
For about a week now. Is that coming across? Where I wake up angry and I'm just angry.
No, Tommy DiCarlo is the current lead singer
Who
of
the fuck
Boston.
is Tommy DiCarlo?
I'll tell you. He and Brad Delp committed suicide.
Did he?
Yeah.
What do you have to go to?
I guess. He as a tribute to him, DiCarlo wrote a song and posted it on his MySpace page. Another Boston fan heard his work and suggested that he send his link to a Boston associate, and then he was approached by the Boston leader Tom Schultz to be one of the singers of the Brad Delp tribute concert, and then later hired as a permanent member. So he must have a pretty good voice.
All right.
Tommy DiCarlo. All right, Tommy.
There you
go. No, your rage hasn't been coming through. No, I don't think so.
Sometimes I worry about it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear it from me, and it's not that I blame them, but I know sometimes when I come on here and I'm cranky, I catch shit for it.
Yeah, after a while, people are like, all right.
Yeah.
We all feel that way.
Yeah, but I guess I erroneously thought like I'd be giving some sort of voice to, like we're on a podcast, somebody's at home is feeling angry. They want to hear about other people feeling angry.
Some people do.
A lot of people don't. That's what I learned.
We get a lot of email. It's usually not about like, hey man, I'm glad you guys are angry too. Tell them stevedave37@gmail.com. People generally are like, more like, hey, I'm depressed and I can relate to it, or I had a problem with substances.
How are you feeling lately with your depression?
It depends on the day. I feel like I'm on a little bit of a down tick, but it's only because of like environmental stuff, like
you're right,
work shit and that kind of thing. But not too bad. I still go for my walks every morning.
Yeah, you're looking good. You lost some weight.
Thanks. Yeah. Atlantic City, though, definitely, like the last time I was there, which was years ago, I had been on some little blue pills and
Viagra?
And drinking it. Yeah, I walked around with a boner in Atlantic City the whole time. And it was weird. I haven't had this experience in a very long time, ever since I stopped.
It tickled me.
My Viagra. But it was like, I hate to use this word because I'm always like, shut up. Like trigger.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I hate it. I can't stand it when it's like, oh, you shouldn't be able to put that in a movie because it's, shit. That's my tech. I thought it was turned off.
Because it's a trigger?
Yeah.
I'm a trigger.
Turn off those slot machines. It reminds me of when I was on drugs.
God, don't say anything mean. It's a trigger.
I ate the wrong pill. I got a boner.
God, Father's Day's coming up. It's a trigger. I can't fucking exist in the world because I'm so fucking pathetic and weak. It's a trigger.
Somebody kissed me on the cheek without permission. I saw it in a movie and it triggered. So, it was a little bit of a trigger. It was a little bit of a trigger where I was like, it made me feel very like anxious and weird. Not to the point where I'm like, where's a blue pill?
Right.
Like not at all. Not even close. But it was just there is just like, it's almost like when you pull in LA and you see like that smog hanging over the entire city. I feel like there's just this pall of fucking depression. Like
Atlantic City.
It's in the air. Yeah, man. Because it's like, it's definitely on a downtick. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Like, like I said, like the billboards, I see this huge billboard for some fucking club and Brody Jenner is there. And I'm like, who the fuck would go out of their way?
I don't even know who that is.
To go to a club to see Brody Jenner. He's one of the Kardashian brothers. I think he was like on The Hills or one of those shows.
Okay,
like one
so
of those
he's just
type
doing
of
an
shows.
appearance?
I guess he's going to appear at a club. And I know he had like a sock line. He was trying to sell socks or something.
Really?
Yeah, for a little while. I don't know if he still is into that, the socks. But I mean, I'm just like, how the fuck does this guy, like, it's amazing that, like, not these people, but their people, the people behind them, who make these people money or more famous, or like we have PR people, and I sort of Christ, not to be an asshole, but before the second cycle of Comic Book Men, I got an email from someone at AMC and they're like, hey, do you want to do this interview? And I make it a policy to pretty much not do other podcasts. I just don't, unless it's somebody, it's Kevin or it would be What Say You, or somebody who I really wanted to do. And I go and I look at this person's page and they have fucking 64 Twitter followers. And I don't think I'm too good for anybody or anything. I don't have a fucking big ego, but I am looking at this and I'm like, what the fuck makes you think that I would want to do this?
Yeah.
This person obviously wants me on their show so that I'll talk about it and drive people to him.
Right.
What is he going to do? Drive 64 people to us?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Why the fuck are you bothering me with this?
You need at least a two-way street.
Yeah.
At least, if not just beneficial to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sending me down the road like fucking 4 cops from a strip club.
The wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder why it is. I mean, I was like in the beginning, True TV these days, I gotta say, is remember when I first got on True TV and you guys would just fucking make fun of the network, rightfully so.
Yeah, because of that hot dog show,
Weeder Corner, it was just a shit show network. I gotta say, and I'm not one to toot fucking any horns, anything to do with me, but then that network is doing one fucking hell of a turnaround.
Yeah.
The shows that they have coming up are great. The people behind the scenes, the people that they shuffled out and replaced, their replacements are great.
Right.
Including the new PR people are fucking really on point with shit. The people that were there from the old days are reinvigorated and like really doing a lot of good stuff now. And I remember going through same things with old True TV, being like, why do you guys not get us interviews? And then why do the interviews we get are just shit shows? It's like a fucking, like a daily paper in a fucking Wisconsin like shithole.
Right.
So I feel your pain. I feel it where you're like, come on, man. Like, I don't have the time. Like, I don't have the time. I don't have the extra half hour for this shit.
Yeah. Like, why would you want to waste your time? Just like anyone else. Like anyone else. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're like, say you're a contractor and you're like, do you want to talk to this person who really is not going to ever get their bathroom remodeled, or it's going to be a waste of your time? Like, what, like, would you want to go do it? Like, no, of course not. So yeah, it's definitely not about that. It's definitely not about like, I'm too fucking hot, which I'm obviously not too hot if this is what they're suggesting. And I don't know why we're not hotter. It's like, you're in your 5th season of a TV show. And I seriously wonder, I'm like, I guess I need to do this myself. It's taken me 5 years to fucking figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I guess I got to get my own person. Because they're never going to be like, hey, do you want to do this show? Do you want to do that show? Like, the reason I'm on Opie and Jim is because Kevin makes a call.
Right.
The reason I'm on the Eric Nagel show is because I drop an email. Right, the reason I do this or that is because of me, because of what I set up or what Kevin sets up for me, if I ask for his help.
Which is, I know some people hate it when we fucking complain about being on TV, but like, if you're looking to get into entertainment, like you want to be a filmmaker or you want to get into television, like you should know most of it sucks.
Yeah, people
like you should know most of it sucks. Like there's definitely good perks. I got to meet Adam West this weekend. I was excited about that. I'm sure there are other things.
I'm hoping to meet Henry Winkler in Houston this weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm really hoping.
Met Ed Burns.
Ooh,
yeah.
There you go.
I'll tell you something. That's a fucking nice guy.
Yeah.
Ed Burns. Never saw that coming.
Brothers McMullen?
Yeah, Brother McMullen. Not that he has a public perception for being a dick or anything like that, but I was shocked at how nice he was.
Seal of approval, huh?
Oh, big time. Big time seal of approval. He's like my Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you meet you meet people here. I don't know. I'm just in a fucking pissy mood.
And you know people who, like, when you do meet people who are famous or quasi-famous or whatever, like, you can kind of gauge if they actually give a fuck or if they don't.
Yes.
Like, one guy I talk to on a regular basis who I actually like quite a bit is Michael Rooker. Mm-hmm. Rooker's a great guy. I really do like him. He's funny. He's fun.
In his presence, I find myself more energetic.
Yes.
Like he's that guy.
Yeah.
Is he a Scientologist?
I don't believe so.
No, he's not getting clean.
No.
Okay.
I was talking to him about, I told you, I don't know if I ever told this.
Is this the announcement?
This anecdote on the show. No, this is an anecdote, not an announcement.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's coming up though. It's coming up. My mother, like at all costs, I will avoid telling anyone that I'm on TV or know Kevin or anything. If they don't recognize me, I do not bring it up.
It's a gift. It's a little bonus.
Ever. Yeah. Right. But I go to this grocery store. My mother needs help. Pam needs some help because her back is all thrown out. This is a little while ago. And I said to my mother, well, let me bring this shit out and I'll come back in. And when I come back in, there's a male grocery store clerk. What do you call him? Cashier, I guess. Mm-hmm. And he says, "Oh, your mom tells me you're on TV." And I said, "Is she?" Yeah, yep. And he goes, "I used to work at Hollywood." I said, "Oh, cool. What'd you do?" And he was like, "Oh, I was a writer." And I said, "Oh, anything I might have heard of?" And he goes, "Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer." And I'm looking at it. I'm like, "You're a fucking liar."
Did you love that movie? You've talked about that movie a lot over the
I'm like, "You're
decades.
not John McNaughton. Like, you're not." And I said, "Henry 2?" And he goes, "No, the first one." And I didn't remember, or maybe was never aware, that there was a co-writer on it. Mm. And I think Richard Fire, I think his name was. And I said to Rooker, I this weekend when I saw him, I told him, and I said, it really hit home because I said, I've never made any, the first time I met him, I told Rooker, I said, this is back on Mallrats. I said, I am not the type of person who, is going to slather your balls. I said, but honestly, I said, Henry is one of my favorite movies of all time. I said, it is so balls out, so uncompromising. Right. I said, I really, really love it. And you were fantastic in it, And, I said, if he was able to co-write that movie and he's now working in a grocery store, I said, it made me redouble my efforts. Cause I don't want to do that ever, let alone at a guy might have been 60 or something, right. And Rooker was like, well, why do you think I do this shit? He goes, I don't want to work in a grocery store either, brother. But I really was like, my God, like, I don't know. I always wonder and I've been working on shit because I'm like, comic book men will not always be on. So what do you do after that? Yeah. I am way too old to get into the game where I'm like, hey, maybe I'll be an accountant. Maybe I'll, do anything.
I don't think you should do that, but I don't think you're too old to do that. Accounting's a 2-year fucking school.
Be an accountant? Yeah. It's not for me.
I agree it's not for you, but I don't think you're too old.
Isn't for me. Ring-a-ring-a-ring. Ring, Q. You ever hear a ring? Ring hole?
Well, I've heard about ring holes before.
Yeah. Burglars almost always start by ringing your doorbell to see if someone's home before pillaging your possessions.
Get out of here. This is an anti-burglary thing?
Yep.
What? Sell me on it.
Over 95% of home break-ins happen during the day.
Okay.
Could be the sound of a picture. I'm sorry.
Of a what?
Oh, this is because we're supposed to put a doorbell in.
Oh, Jesus.
Sound effect
Ding,
of a doorbell.
Dong.
Yeah. That's just the sound of a package being delivered or your friends coming over for dinner. But it's also the sound of someone planning to rob you blind.
But me?
Blind.
I'm
That's not really nice. Rob you blind.
Sight impaired?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is it never like rob you deaf, rob you dumb, rob you blind?
I'm a
Wonder where that came from.
Cissexual, feminist, sight impaired person.
Yeah.
And my doorbell's a ringing.
Right. Well, if you're sight impaired, this is not going to help you out because with the Ring video doorbell.
Oh, shit. Didn't they send one to the store?
They did.
Where's that fucking thing?
You can, it's at my house.
Oh, you already snagged it?
Well, Walt gave it to me. He goes, here, take this. I don't want
But you
it.
don't even have a house.
I thought you said you didn't want it.
No,
Yeah.
I never said that.
Oh, I could put it on. I'll give it to you if you want.
Wait, can I get another one?
Yeah, let's get another one. Come on, Ring. Don't
Come
be
on,
so
fucking
goddamn
Ring.
cheap.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Put your mind at ease and protect your home with the Video Doorbell. Time Magazine named one of the top 10 gadgets of 2014.
Oh, I want one.
It's basically like, it's actually, I'm not even kidding around. It's pretty cool. You can, it's probably better if you have a bigger place or like, let's say you're like upstairs and somebody rings your doorbell and you can look on your phone and be like, oh, I don't want to let this person in. But like you said, like people, like you go outside to get in your car and people are taking pictures of you.
Yeah.
You might want to like look in your Ring doorbell and fucking
crazy
that
person.
way you don't look like you're pulling back shades and curtains and shit looking like a weirdo. And right now listeners are going to get the Ring video doorbell for $174.
Holy shit.
It's kind of a lot, but it's $25 off the normal price.
Yeah.
Go to ring.com/TESD now. Why would you not? You want burglars in your house? I need it. That's why I took it. I got fucking crazy people living next to me. I got a child molester living next to me now. Did I tell you?
You did, but I just don't see you installing that on your apartment.
Yeah, I did it though. I already did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did do it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, well, then
Yeah.
I'm glad you have it.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, because my camera can only, I have two cameras. They can only catch a certain amount, but they can't catch the door.
Right.
So, you know, who knows?
I want one
I
of
could
these
be
things.
having friends over to dinner, or maybe it's somebody coming to rob me blind. I don't know.
I need two of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need two of
One
them.
for the back door?
One for the side door. Although I have actually in my house now, I have excellent security.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could use this too.
All right.
Like anybody tries to get into my house is literally like old school, like spikes come out and like jam them in their fucking pee holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm ready to go.
I like it, man.
I'm ready. I'm like Home Alone type security in my house.
Like people are getting hit in the head with paint
But
cans.
but professionals came and installed it. I don't fuck around anymore. Somebody showed up on Sal's doorstep. A fan.
It's so fucked up.
It's
It's
just,
beyond fucked up. Like, why would someone do that?
And they posted online. They were like, "We're at your house looking for you, Sal. Where are you?" And I don't know what reaction they were looking for, but it was definitely. I told Sal, I was like, "You call the cops." I was like, "You bring that to the cops.
Yeah.
You get a restraining order. Like,
That's
don't fuck
weird.
around,
Guys or girls?
girls."
Girls.
Yeah.
A lot of girls do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of girls are taking pictures of your house and
Fucking
stuff.
hottie Latino like Sal Vulcano.
Yeah.
You know.
That fucking Cuban Italian motherfucker.
She's got that.
Or is he Puerto Rican? Puerto Rican Italian.
Dude,
Something.
I can't tell with that guy. Day in,
He's
day
just
out,
so
it's
suave
a
with
different
that olive
nationality.
skin. Oh.
Oh, his grandfather was born here. His
fuck
grandfather
Sal.
was born there. Who fucking
Sexy
speaks
Sally
this language?
Vulcano, I know.
I don't know.
He's a ladies' man.
He's not, though.
Jerk off. Fuck him.
He wants less to do with ladies than I do.
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't need it. Ring.com/TSD. Not for you, Sal.
Fuck off, Sal. I love it because word gets back to him about stuff like this, and we'll be on set, and he'll just be like, "Why were you saying fuck off, Sal?" on Tell-Him-See tape. And he's got this confused look on his face. Oh, I love him. All right.
All right, we got FanDuel. Dude, FanDuel! I think FanDuel likes us.
FanDuel?
I
Did you say FanDuel?
FanDuel.
Oh, I thought like your brother FanDuel.
Yeah, my Sage calls my brother Dooley, like a nickname that he hated his whole life, and now he's just like, he's broken. Yeah. She goes, Dooley. She won fucking Student of the Month yesterday, man. She was real proud of herself.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was very happy. Brought her on up there. She got her medal.
Oh, shit.
Got a water bottle and thought she wore it to school today, the medal. It was so awesome.
Yeah,
it was
cool.
so great. FanDuel, though. I guess the ants have been going to FanDuel.com / no, wait. Don't forget. And they're always like, don't forget to use my code. I guess they assume most people are like solo podcasters. The first 50 people that use the code TESD are going to get a bonus up to $200. I guess so they match it. So if you put $100 in, they give you $200 to bet.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. $2.5 million every day for baseball season. Last week, Tyson from Illinois turned $3 into $3 into $3,000 in one night.
You know what I can do with $3,000?
What would you do with $3,000?
If somebody just hands me $3,000 tax free right now,
Like, here you go, $3,000.
Huh? I might book a trip.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
I'd sock it away. I got to pay for fucking private school for Sage next year. The school she's in right now is, I'll tell you off mic, it's driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah, you were telling me the other day about it.
Oh man, it's getting me mad. You know what I was wondering? I was thinking about you the other day.
Yeah.
At the con, as a matter of fact, I was wondering, like, your teen fantasy girl was Samantha Fox.
Yeah.
To the point where you still like her.
Oh God, yeah.
And I was wondering,
I'll still tug one out to every once in a while.
Would you? Oh,
sure.
Wow. All right.
FanDuel,
yeah. Like you play a little FanDuel, you win some money, you get all excited. You're like, ooh, I could take Samantha Fox out on a date. So you start
I can't though. She's
start
lesbian.
jerking off fucking thing. Oh, is she?
She's married to a woman, I believe, yeah.
Okay.
That's all right. That doesn't affect.
You could probably turn her around.
Nah.
But I was wondering, okay, so is it the equivalent of Samantha Fox? You got these two super hotties, man.
Yeah.
Like, two Samantha Foxes. Right. And they're like, Q, we want to fucking do you up right. Now, the only caveat is that Vern Troyer's thrown into the mix. And he's greased like a pig. Okay. Like he's got Vaseline or oil all over him. Okay. And he's just scrambling at you the entire time trying to stick his finger in your asshole.
This is what you were thinking about at the con?
I was, because I saw Vern Troyer there. I saw Vern Troyer at the con. And like you just have to keep swatting him away. Like,
I couldn't do it.
Do you think you could maintain?
Maybe as a younger man?
Yeah.
But not at this point.
I can't even maintain trying to put a rubber on. I don't use rubbers. I mean, for many reasons.
I couldn't. Yeah, nothing about a height challenge. What are you supposed to fucking say?
Right. It's not about anything other than
just a dude trying to put a finger up my ass.
Trying to put his finger in your ass, but just the visual of a greased up Vern Troyer trying.
It's just not working for me. It's not working for me.
Even as a young man, you're like, I can't maintain a hard on like with all this fucking chaos around.
I mean, could I do something to stop it? Like, am I allowed to like put a bucket on top, like a trash can on top of him with like some stones on top? And then he tries to break out.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
If he has a fair shot, like you can't lock him in a safe.
Samantha Fox, I'll punt him into a fucking closet and hammer it closed and then just dive in.
You have to give him some potential to escape the trap. You don't have to make it easy.
Right.
But like say like you lock him in a refrigerator.
Right. Okay.
And you just let him get to the point of suffocation and you open it up.
And let him breathe a little bit.
That was a big thing in the 70s. Like I remember my mother was like, if you ever see a refrigerator like in a junkyard, don't go in it.
Me too.
And I'm like, how often am I in fucking junkyards? Like, what are you talking about?
They made it so fucking nefarious that like you would think just walking near one was dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to make the decision to open it, climb into it, get in, and let it close behind you. But that's
with no friends around you.
Right,
Yeah, like the assumption is that you're alone. You're like, hey, I know what I'll do.
Right. It's incredible. Parents are nuts.
Yeah, that was a big thing when I was young. That and the fucking...
Like, never any real life advice that would actually fucking help you.
No.
Endless amounts of, like, razors and apples and fucking refrigerators. In your case, fucking satellites falling on top of you.
Yeah, child molesters driving around in vans, which I never saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always, like, quite impractical fears and advice instilled into you.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm so disappointed in the ants a little bit. After last week when Mark called the show Irrational Jokers.
Nobody noticed it?
No, people did notice it, but I changed on my bio on Twitter and Facebook to Irrational Jokers co-creator. And I just figured the ants would love it. Nobody noticed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, ants. Pay attention. What are you doing? You're not reading his bio every time.
I'm doing this for you, though. Come on, man. I thought...
So what are we talking about here? FanDuel.com. Go in there and put in TESD. If you like to gamble, you got a gambling problem.
I think Maxwell's on there, right? Is it Maxwell?
Yeah, I'm on it. I turned $3,000 into $3 billion. Then I lost it all.
Maxwell's like, I turned $3,000 into $3.
Yeah. Tabby's pissed. I gotta sell some more MeUndies. All right. Yeah. Go do that.
All right.
That FanDuel stuff.
God, we come alive during the commercials. Isn't it weird?
We're not nearly as angry.
No, like, we're just so happy to do commercials. I think it's maybe something to do with the focus. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we need focus.
It's not as meandering. You're right.
Yeah.
Like, left to our own devices, we're like, God, life sucks. Let's kill ourselves. But it's like if you're given a purpose, like, hey, talk about this sponsor. So anyway, we're in Atlantic City, and I'm walking through the one-armed bandit area, and I'm just looking at all these old people, like in Rascals, and like this woman that's clearly going through chemotherapy with like a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. And I get down to the little cafe area and I get a tea, and I was sitting there. I was doing some writing, which actually ties into
the big announcement.
The big announcement.
Do I know the big announcement?
You may. It's not really that great of an announcement. It's not a positive announcement.
Don't undersell it. Now people are gonna fucking.
I mean, when I say not great, I mean you're not gonna. I'll cut that out.
You won't.
I won't. Yeah, there's no way. I'm not cutting any of this out. And there's this really old guy sitting there, and this family sits next to them, and they start talking, and I have my headphones on, but I can kind of hear them. And the guy says that, we were at Caesars, a guy says that, this old dude, I mean, he had to be like 80. They sent a jet for him to come and get him and land nearby, and then I guess bring him to the casino. He dropped some bucks, right?
Yeah, he's a whale, as they say.
He's a whale. He then goes on to mention, like, kind of casually, that he has emphysema. And there's an older woman who's probably like as old as he is, who then begins to tell him how her mother died of emphysema. And she's like, it's a horrible death.
Why the fuck would she say that to
Dude,
the
it
guy?
was fucking it was almost to the point where I was like, should I step in and tell her to shut the fuck up?
That is weird.
Like, she was going on and on. Like, I wrote it. She relates story of her mother's horrible death, how she lost brain function, but that was fortunate because of how much pain she was in.
Oh my God.
Prior to.
What the fuck is wrong with this cunt?
It was nuts. And this guy.
Now that's a cunt.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, maybe she's fucking has dementia or something.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. And then, there was a woman, the same family, a woman, she's probably like mid-30s to late 30s. She has the husband, this mom, and a kid sitting there, and she starts telling the kid about a boyfriend this guy who lives in another country, who came over to the United States because he was having like a online romance with some girl that she works with, and proceeds to tell this like 12 or 13-year-old kid, she was like, she's nice, but she has a butterface. She know what a butterface is? Like she says to the kid, and the kid's like, no. So she goes on to explain
13,
it.
he doesn't know what a butterface is?
I was surprised.
Yeah, that is shocking.
I would have thought that the 13-year-old would know what a butterface is.
Oh, God, you can't say butterface.
Yeah, butterface triggers a butterface. It's a trigger. Somebody wants to say a butterface.
In their own way.
We're all the same. Brian, you're just as good looking as George Clooney.
Stop face shaming me. Stop face shaming me.
Don't let butterface set up any triggers. I mean, I'm not even a butterface. I'm fat and I'm fucking ugly, so I can't even claim to be. I wish I was a butterface. That'd be awesome. But I'm just like, why are you saying this to this kid? Why are you but it's just, I don't know. I hate to say it. I know it sounds like real judgy and shit, but there's so much white trash there.
An AC?
Oh my God.
Well, you weren't in the Borgata. Borgata's top shelf, bro.
Yeah, we went over there for dinner with you. That was nice.
Yeah, Borgata's the only place to stay in AC.
But Caesars, yeah, it was like, first they tell me, like, I swear I want to leap over the counter and fucking strangle the woman. Yeah. You know, I get in there Friday morning. We were supposed to get there Thursday night, but I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to be there any longer than I have to. So me, Sage, and Suzanne go down Friday morning, and I try to check in around 10 before the con. And the lady is telling me I have to wait till 1 to get a room. And I'm like, but I should have a room. Right. I was supposed to be here last night. No, you don't. With this, just like this dead-eyed look, like I'm like, is she alive? Like she literally does not appear to have any brain functions going on. There's no emotion, no expression. Yeah. And it's just like from beginning to end, it's just such a fucking annoying experience. And every little thing costs money, you know? It's like, oh, you got to give this guy $2. Hey, give that guy $5, you know? It's like every 2 seconds you're giving someone money. And the con itself was, it was okay. First year.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
First year we got to see Daryl. He signed your shoe for you.
Fuck yeah.
Daryl DMC.
He's a big fan of IJ. Yeah. I found out.
Yeah. He's a high energy motherfucker
he
too.
Really
man.
is.
He really, I met the Warriors.
That looked cool.
They were, 2 of the guys. I told them nobody appears to, they all watch the show, but they have no idea that we did a segment on them. I'm like, well, I was starting to wonder if maybe you really watched the show, but
they missed that episode.
There was a moment that I was like, it made me sad. And again, I'm like, I'm going to quadruple my fucking efforts because of this. But like we take a group picture, you know? And Deborah Van Valkenburg, she was like Too Close for Comfort. She was a dark-haired sister.
Yeah, sure.
And in the Warriors, the one thing I remember as a kid, she had this like very sheer shirt on and you could kind of see the nips.
All right. How old is she?
Now?
Then.
Oh, then she's probably 25.
Oh, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Those are great nips.
Yeah. Those nips are perfect. But now she's older. She looks a little bit like a granny. A lot like a granny. But we go to take like, you know, a group picture, somebody snapping the photo and like one random guy like also went to snap a photo and she starts freaking the fuck out. It was if like Obama had like a joint in one hand and Playgirl in the other and somebody snapped his photo and he's like, yo, motherfucker, like, give me that camera. You know, like, it was
really,
yeah, because you know, she charges $15-20 or whatever for a picture, but it's like, it's Sunday. It's like 3:00. Like, let it go.
Right. But what did she say? She was like,
no, you get, no, like holding up her hand. This is private. You can't do this. It's private.
Wow.
Yeah. And like the other guys kind of like backed her a little bit, but I think even they were like,
let's let it go.
Chill out.
Right.
Yeah. It just made me feel bad for her, you know, that like every fucking penny counts. And
yeah, but doesn't every penny count anyway?
It does, but not to the point where you have to humiliate yourself by like people come up, like you said, like our guy was not doing what he should be doing, which is like, no one should ever come to me and be like, how much?
Yeah, I was really hard on your booth dude.
Yeah, our booth dude was not the greatest this time around. Nice guy, but
because I was trying to help you. Oh God,
not a great
booth dude. Is this podcast listenable?
I don't know.
Because I'm in a bad mood. I'm happy to be here with you, but I just wonder if, because you and I are in a comfortable groove. We've been in this mood together many times over the years. I know I can rely on you to fucking support my crazy rantings. You know I'll support yours. I just wonder, everybody listening at home, in a Waltless episode, for me to sit here and just fucking be angry and complain, is it any good?
Go.
I don't know. I don't know if it's any fucking good. I don't know. Nobody wants to fucking hear how shit sucks.
I don't know. People can relate. I think a lot of people can relate.
It's getting to the end of the season.
They don't think about it.
Yeah, it's just getting to the end of the season, and without time, without like a break, I just get so fucking. I get like this at the end of every season. I get towards the end, I'm like, I just fuck this, fuck everybody. So that's where I'm at right now, and I still got another month and a half to go. Starting to snap at the crew, which I never fucking do, dude.
Really?
Never. The crew, I think if you were to pull them aside and ask them, would have 95% positive things to say about me.
Yeah.
I go out of my way to be friendly to they've been with us 5 years. They're like, they're friends.
Right.
There is a hierarchy on TV shows, that I try to just ignore and throw out the window. You know what I mean? Like, I have, friendships. I'll text people on the crew. I'll try and hang out. Like, I just don't buy into the shit.
Right.
But today, we're shooting one of the specials for True TV. And like, when you watch it, it's like clips that didn't make the air type thing. And, I just wanted to stand. I just wanted to fucking stand. Right? And they got 4 chairs out, and I'm like, I don't really feel like sitting. I just want to stand because I'm tired. I'm out of it. I don't want to be there to begin with. It's fucking ridiculous. And then they are like, oh, but the lighting with the cameras would be better if you sat. And I'm like, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm just going to stand. I'm just going to do what I want.
Right.
And then they send over one of my buddies his name's Pete. He works on the show. Great guy. Love the guy. I consider him an actual friend. And he's like, maybe you should sit. And I just fucking snapped. I'm like, fuck. I said, if anybody else talks to me about sitting one more fucking time, I was like, I'm just leaving. I was like, I'm just fucking leaving. You know what I mean? And it's so fucking stupid.
Because most people would be like, why don't you just sit down?
Why don't you sit down? I would be like, why don't you fucking sit down? If I was looking and watching on, I'd be like, why doesn't this motherfucker just sit down? He's just standing I get it.
Just trying to be defiant.
There's something in me where I'm just like, I'm just fucking tired. I'm tired of waking up every day and going someplace. I'm tired of fucking being shuffled from fucking place to place. Like, I just want to fucking be home. I want to be home for 2 months. I don't want to talk to anybody. So I'm in that frame of mind.
Well, what you're hearing in your head is not like, hey, can you sit in that seat? You just hear fucking organ grinding music.
Yeah.
And you're fucking jumping around with your fucking cap for True, collecting coins and shit.
Yeah. And it's not, and look, dude, like I used to run into burning buildings. you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I had nights where I had 2-3 fires in a night. Like, talk about not want to fucking get out and do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I had nights where it was so fucking cold that I would come out of that fucking building covered in water and my gear would freeze on me. Like, I would be like a frozen fucking statue, and I'd still have to stand out there for another 2 hours until fire watch got, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, believe me, I have perspective.
Yeah.
I know all they're doing is asking me to sit the fuck down, but there's just something in me where I'm just like, I just want to do what I want to do. Even if it's in this small, fucking tiny way.
Yeah.
Like, this is all I want to fucking do is just stand. Just let me fucking stand. Just please. Oh, I want to stand.
I wasn't allowed to stand as a child. It's a trigger.
Standing's a trigger. No, I mean, and that's just that. And the reason I tell that story is, one, to open myself to be mocked by the ants, because I know it's coming. And I'm fine with that. I'm always fine to be mocked by the ants. But 2, it's like, that's just to illustrate, like, that's where my fucking mind is right now. Like, that's how worn thin I am, where I'm just like, fuck it, fuck this, fuck everything. I can't take it anymore.
That happened to me at the con. I was going to tell you earlier. I didn't mention. I said I'll wait for the podcast to tell you. But it was Sunday, and there's this new product. They call it Muse Juice.
Muse Juice.
Yeah, we're sitting right next to Muse.
Right.
And I guess Muse Juice is like, if you smoke electronic cigarettes.
Vapors.
Yeah,
stuff.
you put it into your vapor cigarette or whatever.
That is available at musejuice.com, facebook.com/musejuice.
Yeah.
That's Jason Muse's vaporizing pen.
Muse Juice.
Muse Juice.
That is, that's not even an official commercial. He got that for free. But I'm gonna try to get a couple.
I did it because I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm being defiant. I did it while I was standing. But it's this stuff that he's. I guess it's his little side business, his little micro industry,
Right?
And he had it out on his table, and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, I smell this weird smell, and I'm literally engulfed by this cloud of smoke.
Muse vapor.
Dude, it really was you have never seen, people puff cigarettes. It didn't, it was it was like the fucking, the mist or the fog or something. Yeah. It was crazy.
Fucking lepers are coming out of it.
And it goes all over me. And even worse, Sage was sitting there drawing like she was coloring in her coloring book.
Right. Well, which tasty flavor of Muse Juice was it?
I couldn't tell.
Okay.
I couldn't tell. I turn around and there's some fucking girl, and her boyfriend is dressed like Captain Steubing or something. And I turn around, I go, "What the fuck are you doing?" And they all look at me with the widest fucking eyes like saucers. And Muse goes, "Oh, no, it's not cigarette smoke." I go, "I don't give a fuck what it is." I said, "It has fucking nicotine and shit in it." I said, "You do that one more fucking time, dumbass, you're going to fucking regret it." And, not to Muse. To this girl, because of course she has to show what a fucking big draw she can take because it's Muse. Right. And Muse, I don't even think Muse uses this stuff. Muse is trying to quit smoking.
Hey, don't say that. Come on.
Yeah, look, you can promote shit and have your own little business without using it. He's trying to quit smoking. Maybe this is the next thing. Muse Juice is the next. Right. I just didn't see him using it. Okay. I can't even say for sure he doesn't use it.
You're blowing the lid open on fucking Muse Juice, bro.
Because whatever. But I swear to Christ, I was so fucking enraged. Yeah. And it was towards the end of, it wouldn't have mattered what time it was. If she had done it to me, I would have been annoyed. Right. The fact that Sage started coughing and then you could feel it in your lungs, which I guess, if you're not a smoker and you're, you're inhaling this shit. I swear to Christ, I never came so close to fucking being I want them out of here. I want them thrown the fuck out of here. Right. And I don't know why these electronic cigarettes are allowed inside.
Because they're vapor, dude.
Yeah, but they still have chemicals and nicotine and that kind of shit.
You're fucking old, bro.
So now, yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing. In Atlantic City, you're allowed to smoke cigarettes in casinos, cool. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
But I don't think you're allowed to do it in the convention center. But maybe who knows? I see people in New Jersey. I see them in Quick Check. They're walking around smoking these fucking things. So now that's the next thing you have to do. Right. Now you have to get legislation to stop people from fucking putting these weird chemicals into the air that no one really knows what they are.
Right.
And it's look, I'm not hey man, I live my life fucking a quarter apple at a time where I'm fucking
a paragon of virtue.
Yeah. I understand. I eat stuff I shouldn't eat, but I don't smoke and I don't drink and I don't I have no vices whatsoever at this point. And certainly I don't want my kid to be inhaling fucking a giant cloud of Muse juice because this dummy is trying to fucking impress Muse.
Right. Muse doesn't give a fuck. Does he give a fuck?
No, he did give a fuck.
He did give a fuck?
Yes, he did. He was just come on, man. At least blow it in the air.
No, I don't mean to give a fuck about you, but I mean about how much Muse juice this woman gets sucked in.
No,
he's not going to be impressed. He's not going to.
He doesn't care at all.
How old is Muse?
He's
44,
40. He's 42, maybe.
I mean, do people think
41
that he's going to be impressed? All right.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, the people that come up to him, like a guy comes up and he repeats one of the songs, and I guess it was Strike Back that Jay sang.
All right.
And he does it, and then he just walks away, drops the bike and shit. And I'm like, what a fucking moron. My God. I can look back on my life, and I've done some really stupid ass embarrassing shit, but at least I never did something like that. And at the same time, it's like you say, Muse is fucking 42. It's when he's in the movies or he's doing the Jay character, that's the snoochie boochie snoogin shit. That he's a man, he's married, he has a child.
Right.
He's not Jay. from the movies. He's just not, you know?
Snooch to the nose.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Get a brain. But, I'm not built for cons. And I swear to Christ, I'll tell you the only reason I do it is because I need to make enough money to send Sage to private school and her horse lessons. And
that's the reason anybody does any job.
That's the reason I do it. Yeah. But some people are like, they're so surprised when they find out that you're not there for fucking kicks.
All right.
You know? Oh, you just don't want to meet people? You mean you don't want to fucking fly all the way from New Jersey to Texas just to fucking hang out? And I do my best. I really do.
Well, some people are cool to meet.
To try to be, yes.
It's not like it's an endless parade of fucking morons.
No. It's hardly that.
Yeah.
It's literally like 98% totally cool.
We wouldn't have met Troy. Like there's just a ton of, listen, the lifestyle that we lead has led to so many nice people. Not even talking about people like famous people or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I've met so many nice people. So if you're listening to this and you're wondering whether you're in on that side, you're definitely one of the nice people if you're listening to this. But there's just so many
every ant that came in. If they identify themselves, I'm like, hey, what's up? And we talk. And
there's only 2 ants I've ever been like, fuck these guys. It's the guy who told you that he called my name on stage.
I'll be seeing him this weekend.
Yeah, fuck you, Tim. Like, just because he's saying, like, we talked about this on the air, right? Like, the fat fucking guy. And there's this dude on
He's not fat.
fucking whatever, put an apple in his mouth. The fucking, then there's the guy who, there's this dude on the fucking, he'll know everybody on the fucking subreddit board that tells him that he just complains about fucking everything.
Yeah.
Everything's a negative comment. So much so that the other ants be like, why do you even bother listen?
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm not on the subreddit board, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah,
so it's not me.
I probably go on like once every couple of weeks just to take the temperature and there's this one dude week in, week out. He just fucking complains about everything.
About the show?
Oh, when's the show getting released? Oh, I don't like this episode. Oh, it's like finally somebody was just like, why do you even fucking bother coming here? All you do is complain. And him, like, I'm like, I wish he'd go away and die.
I think you were there when the guy came up and there was one guy who came up and he said, when I heard you guys were doing the mystery play, I was like just about to shut it off. And
yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, and he was like, but I let it run. It was really good, and we both were like,
why? I don't get it.
How you had to have known it was going to be a complete disaster,
right?
You know that like stage direction would be left in. That it's like we were not going to seriously try to do a mystery play. Like I didn't get it, man.
Because the fun is in the failing in a way, isn't it? For us,
it's for everyone. Like I think that's what gives it its charm is that it's like they obviously are like incompetents and they try to do these things, going into it that they will fail on some level, but at least it'll be funny. And that's the way I felt. So I was really surprised that he said that. You said earlier that you're that you're really not into this social network thing anymore.
I'm kind of checked out of it. I try and throw a photo up every once in a while because you never know, or I don't know.
Yeah. You're supposed to interact. I actually don't mind interacting, or you know what? Sometimes like interacting with people on Twitter. I haven't been on that much lately. But it's only because I've been working on something that will, be announced when I make the big announcement.
Oh, is this it?
This isn't it. No. But the other day, like I rarely go on the internet for any reason. Unless I'm on Wikipedia or I need to like do like a research something. I do not go on to the internet. And Suzanne the other day sent me this, or showed me this link. I'm sure you've heard of it, the Louis C.K. thing on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so you've seen it. Now, it was on BuzzFeed. Now, I can't remember the last time I was on the internet, but When the fuck did BuzzFeed become Huffington Post?
I don't know enough about either one of them.
It's unreal. Like
how so?
The stories that first, it's like it's so left leaning that you're like, oh, for God's sake, like enough of this shit. Like
it's like the left
trigger.
That's like really like. Listen, I don't like the fucking overly right is disgusting to me.
Oh, they're just as bad.
But I'm really learning that the overly left is just equally disgusting.
To tell you the truth, I think the overly left bothers me more. They're more sanctimonious, more judgmental, more fucking like. It was just, dude, it's crazy. It's like, this is an article on BuzzFeed. Like, I'm not seeing it right now, but it was like, definitive proof that Solange Knowles is the coolest person on earth. And I'm like, who the fuck writes this? Why do they put this on? Like, I genuinely don't understand.
I don't know.
Like, who the fuck cares about that kind of shit?
Kids care. Kids, millennials.
The kids care?
They care, dude. They'll click on that shit. They would have put it up if they wouldn't click on it. Clickbait, buddy.
I know that.
I did a tweet the other day where I was like, I just found out that I'm cissexual.
You mean you're a guy who is born a guy and acts like a fucking guy?
I couldn't believe it.
Isn't it the most inane fucking nonsense?
I saw on this, like, every once in a while I'll just get lost down a hole. And apparently these two girls, like, I don't know, Mick Jagger's granddaughter or something, went to some fucking, I just threw a retweet. I saw somebody had a tweet. I couldn't even remember their account, but they're like, if you look at these pictures of these two girls who are dressed appropriately for a summer concert and your first thought is sexual, you're a creep. And it was a link. And of course I clicked on it and it's two extremely fucking hot 18-year-old girls wearing next to nothing at a fucking concert. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Are you a creep?
Like, forget about me. What's wrong with you that you look at this and your first thought isn't sexual?
Yeah.
They're fucking two hot fucking 19-year-old girl, 19-year-old girls.
I tweeted something the other day about that exact fucking topic. There was some girl that was like, it was a dress code at school and it's like, you're the one with a problem. If I can't, like, she can't wear short shorts, you're the one with a problem. And I tweeted, I said, I was just like, yes, let's fucking deny eons of fucking genetic programming. If we really try, we can ignore hot asses, girls.
Well, look, I agree with her that she shouldn't be harassed for it.
No, of course not.
In fact, like, you're doing me a favor. If you walk by scantily clad, looking hot, and your fucking ass is hanging out, believe me, I appreciate it. And I don't want to do anything that's going to dissuade you.
I couldn't agree more.
From dressing like that every day. I'll keep my mouth shut. I will respect. I'll hold the door open for you. Go right through. I won't make you feel uncomfortable because I want you to dress like that every fucking day. In the winter, I want you dressed like that. It's these assholes who are harassing these girls that's ruining it for the rest of us.
I've known you for near 20 years now. And obviously you've known me for almost the same amount of time. Can you remember once that I shouted out something to a girl? Said something to a girl about the way she looked, ever said anything to a stranger, not somebody we know and talking to. And likewise, I cannot recall
I can tell
one
you
time.
haven't. Right.
Not that person. I would never be that person. I will never, if I'm not that person by 47, I will never be that person.
Right.
But the same thing, like some guy came on after I wrote that and he's like, but let's remember, not to say it out loud, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, okay.
Well, thank God you're here to teach us.
I was just about to fucking run outside and see if I can find a 15-year-old to be like, nice ass.
Right.
It's, just shut up.
I know. So I clicked on the guy's tweet, the guy that was just like, congratulations, you're a creep. And he said,
this is a guy who wrote it?
It was a dude, and his little Twitter
either
bio.
Gay or a liar.
No,
he's
it's
gay
not.
or a liar.
Because he wrote one of his bio. I forget the rest of it was like a cisgendered feminist like male.
Oh God!
And I was like, what the fuck does cisgendered mean? So I looked it up, thinking he'd have like a cock, like two cocks and a pussy.
Right. Like I can't imagine what this is going to look like.
Yeah, like what is cisgendered? Then I looked at it and I was like, we've just invented a new word for no fucking reason.
To be like, I'm a male who was born a male, who identifies as a male and is a male. And that's it. But now I'm cis.
But now I have to be fucking cisgendered. It's like, hey, asshole. Your father cries himself to sleep every night. Yeah. Every fucking night.
Every word you say is a trigger for your dad. Right. That's how much he hates you.
Oh my God. You look at photos of fucking hot fucking legal teenage girls dressed up in sexy outfits and your first thought is it's sexual. Oh, there's a word for you, my friend.
Yeah. It's called gay, not cis. You misspelled the word gay. It's not spelled CIS. It's spelled GAY.
Oh, you're so advanced, buddy. You're so advanced.
Aren't you fucking evolved?
Oh, la-ti-da. Aren't you the fucking new man?
Yeah, I need binoculars to see up there on that high horse of yours, you fucking dickhead. You fucking cunt.
That's it. He's a cunt. It's just so funny. It's just like, dude, like you can't like just stop trying to fucking like pander so much. Nobody is disagreeing, certainly not at this table, that women need to be treated with more respect, that women deserve respect, that women deserve, everything that's coming to them they deserve. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You got that right.
Rudy yeah. No, like we're all agreeing with it, but it's just like, you don't have to be such a fucking weak-kneed puss about it.
Stop being such a drip.
Oh, just stop being such a drip. You fucking drip. What a great word.
I mean, Jesus Christ
I'm a
almighty.
cisgendered feminist. Like, oh my God.
Can you imagine, like, you sit in with him and like 2 or 3 of his fucking male or female friends and the fucking, like, conversations they have. I swear to Christ, I would rather do a con every day of my life.
Who would fuck? What woman would fuck this guy? Nah. What woman would be like, oh my God, I just met this great guy. He's a cisgendered feminist.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't wait to fuck him.
He doesn't like hot asses.
Yeah.
If he thinks you're a creep, if you think
so
sexual.
Respectful.
It's just like,
if I dress up sexy, he's not going to comment on it, and he's not going to throw me up against the wall and fuck me. Like it's just like, it's like, that's what women want. You got it, buddy. You got it. That's what your girlfriend wants. A fucking cisgendered feminist sensitivo drip every fucking day of the week. Good luck, you fucking pusshole. Yeah, like, come on, man.
You're gonna hold down to her.
It's so fucking ridiculous. I can't even fucking say it anymore.
Like, you can't even believe it. Like, you're reading it and you're like, I can't believe it. I can't believe what I'm reading. That actually, and that brings me back to the Louis C.K.
Is this the announcement?
This is not the announcement. The announcement's after the Louis C.K. thing, I promise.
I forgot about that guy till now. He cheered me up, that conversation.
So Louis C.K. does this routine, if you're not familiar with it, on Saturday Night Live. And some of it was about child molesters, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, racism, and a lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot, some people said, okay, this guy, John DeMeo, at Johnny DeMeo, that was the unfunniest, most offensive SNL monologue I've ever seen. Racism and child molestation? Really, Louis? To which I say, it was the most funny and least offensive fucking monologue. Like, it's just like, I can't fucking stand, and I can't stand that BuzzFeed, like, feeds into this shit where it's like, social media is outraged. It's like, you look at the people, it's like, it's 6 or 7 people, and they have like fucking 40 followers, 200 followers, whatever. Wendy Radio says, tonight's SNL, mild racism, child molestation, spanking elves, and cheating on your wife. What's missing? Actual humor. Now, let me tell you something, Wendy Radio, at Wendy Radio. That is called a fucking opinion.
It's an opinion.
That's it.
That's it.
But these people act as if it's fact.
Yeah.
As if what Louis C.K. did should be punishable by law, which I don't give a fuck that you're offended. I sincerely doubt Louis gives a fuck that you're offended.
Sure, of course not.
It's like people think that you're supposed to be responsible for their reaction to what you say.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Louis C.K.'s monologue on SNL Make him stop. I will never laugh about child molestation. Hey, man, that's your fucking...
You don't find it funny.
That's okay.
You don't find that joke funny.
You don't think that little bit was funny. I did. I went through a situation very similar to it where I was like, holy shit, I'm in a car with a child molester.
You're on a boat with Captain Longnuts, for God's sakes.
I mean, it was like I can tell that story, and I have told that story, and it's weird, but it's funny. Of course, no one thinks a child, most people don't think a child being molested is funny.
Of course. I don't think that's what I heard it. That's not what Louis was saying.
No, that is not what he was saying. But it is the sanctimonious fucking drips. Just seeing that child molestation joke on SNL. When did this become okay? Says the sassy _ chick. Guess what? It was always okay.
Right.
It should be okay. It should always be okay. Just like you being fucking offended at it is okay. But you do not have the fucking right, nor the power, to stop it. Or to stop anybody from saying anything they want and them taking their lumps.
It's fucking out of line.
And the whole the audience was so uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know, I listened to it. They were
laughing pretty fucking hard.
They did not seem that uncomfortable to me.
Yeah.
So, fuck you. Just, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
All right. What do we got? Come on, what's your announcement? Let's get into this
announcement. I've been promising people that we would talk about this. How long have we been gone? How long have people been suffering? An hour and 14 minutes. So not too much longer.
Nah, well, yeah, come on. Let's wrap this up. I got to get home. I got to work for fucking 16 hours again tomorrow.
There you go. Claymation. Want to talk about it? Is that what you thought I was going to bring up?
That's the announcement?
Well, people have been asking it, I think.
As they should.
I think they're well within their rights to ask. It was due in March. We're now in May. How do we put this? We're behind schedule for a few different reasons. We have done something to remedy that by bringing on the quite amazing Steve Stark.
Right.
To help out with the workload.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going back and forth with him, finalized, Pater Sanguinum, Old Father Blood, Locket, isn't that what they say? The script is locked.
Right.
35 pages.
For Papa Sanguine.
Yeah, it's but a lot of it is like it's not going to be 35 minutes. Like one page might be like boom 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 boom. Right. So you're talking about like maybe 10 seconds, 12 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
So it's not like a full minute, like,
Yeah, so there's forward movement. I will say, like, we had a lot of discussions about it. I voted heavily to just return everybody's money.
Yes.
I was pushing pretty hard to just return everybody's money because I just don't want to let anybody down. And you guys convinced me that returning the money would let them down.
That would be problematic. And yes, people are looking forward to this. And the one of the biggest issues that I had with it was I know what's there so far. I know what I'm seeing from Steve.
Right.
It is going to be fucking amazing.
It is.
I guarantee it. I say this with no hint of ego or arrogance or boastfulness or hubris or pride or any other fucking synonym you want to use. It really is going to be astounding, like nothing you've seen since Rudolph Shiny New Year.
Yeah, I mean the footage we have is great.
It's fantastic. It's just that it's taken a lot longer than was scheduled and predicted.
Right.
We ran into some production problems. And for all the fucking people who thought that, and there wasn't that many, but who thought we were going to get rich and we're going to keep all the money and why don't we give some to the Wayne Foundation? Guess what? It actually looks highly likely we're going to go out of pocket on it.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with.
It's almost guaranteed.
I'm fine with that.
Yes.
As long as the ants are comfortable waiting.
The ones that I've spoken to at cons who have asked me like, hey, what's going on with it? I've explained the situation and they're like, that's cool. I know you guys will, not only will you get it to us and, get it to us as quickly as possible, but it's going to be everything that we hoped for.
It will.
Like everybody seems very confident in that.
Good. I mean, look, we agree with you. We wish it was done. I don't know what to
Yes.
tell you. Like it's been a fucking hell of a thorn in my side for a few months now. We're right there with you guys, but I mean,
we'll say more once. Maybe we'll do a commentary, and we'll say more during the commentary. Because we don't, nobody wants to point fingers, and some of it was on our end, some was on production end. Eventually, all the details will come out because that's the way we do it. We just, but right now,
right?
Just. If you're patient, your money hasn't gone anywhere, we will be 100% sure that if you moved or whatever, we're going to get you your disc.
That's right.
If you paid a little bit extra so you could do a voice, we're getting voices.
Happen.
Yeah, not only is it going to happen, it's happening very soon.
Right.
Because I need to start contacting people so they can record their lines.
Right.
It's really going to be something else. And when it's all said and done, you're going to be like, holy shit. Like it's overdue, but it was worth the wait. We apologize for the delay. Cause normally I don't give a shit about stuff.
Right.
I'm like, whatever, but this is something I care about. Something like you say, not only because of the thorn in the side, but it's like you want people to see it. You want people to see what we've seen.
Right.
It's worth far more than money.
And I also think that the lesson that we learned from this is this will probably be the last time Tell 'em Steve Dave does a Kickstarter. I think
yes,
we're going to go out of pocket from now on and fund these things
if we can afford it.
If we can, I mean, look, that's the thing about Kickstarter. It's like it allows for things like this, but I really, really hate the feeling of letting the ants down. It bums me out to think that any one of them is feeling like, I haven't gotten that feeling. Nobody's complained. Nobody, even that fucking cunt on the fucking subreddit board hasn't complained about it. Like everybody has been very supportive as the ants normally are. And that's much appreciated. It's great. So thank you for that. But I think we carry a lot of that pressure on ourselves not to let you guys down. So we just aren't going to do Kickstarter again.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe.
Well, I'm never saying
it depends on the project, but this time, I mean, look, we went into a full scale movie without really exactly knowing what we were doing,
right?
And without budgeting certain things properly, without the knowledge that things could take or would take way longer than was predicted,
right?
So that's on us just because of inexperience now. Even if we did another Kickstarter, everything would be ready up ahead of time,
Sure.
every, the budget down to the nickel, all that shit.
Right.
But nobody will be getting gypped. Nobody is going to, it's offensive, isn't it? Did that trigger anybody? Any gypsies out there?
So somebody in a fucking wooden wagon wailing away right now.
Yeah, right. But we genuinely are working as quickly as possible. And I can't tell you, like once we brought Stark on, it actually really reinvigorated my interest because I was feeling down. Not so much that I was like, let's fucking just give them their money back, but not feeling nearly as excited as I had.
Right. And
when Stark came on and I started working with him one-on-one, going back and forth every day, seeing what he was turning out, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking I really truly believe people are going to love it.
I agree.
Yep.
It's some of the footage we have, the clay footage we have is unbelievable. What you've told me of Stark's plans is fucking great. I know the script is funny. It's where we want it to be. So that's coming. So listen, let's wrap this up. But unless you have anything else?
Nope, that was it.
I wanted to say thank you, Brian, and thank you, listeners, because I'm walking out of here feeling a lot better than I did walking in.
Yeah.
It's almost like in the beginning when we started doing this podcast to make you feel better and get you through the day. it felt like a little bit like a therapy session for me today.
Does feel that way sometimes.
Sometimes
right?
it does. Like because nobody, it's hard to complain. You know, when you're fucking riding in limos with Ed Burns, it's just hard to complain and have people care. You know, it's not all Ed Burns for everybody.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a difficult one, but it's nice to come in here and just fucking unload and
get back to the fucking roots. That's what I like, actually. Get back to where we started.
Just unload
all this TV stuff.
And get back and fucking get back to work tomorrow. On the fucking all the shit I got going on, it's nice to come here and whine. And next week I'll try and come in with a better attitude.
All right,
I hope.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Come see me and Ming and Mike in Houston. Texas is always a good time.
Texas is great. I love it.
Texas people are pretty great.
They show up.
The New Jersey cons fucking consistently let us down. New Jersey doesn't give a fuck about us.
No, what are you talking about? Walker Stalker here was awesome.
Yeah. Well, once you showed up, before that it was a ghost town.
All right. Well, please go see us in New Orleans. The Tenderloins will be there. Go to the tenderloins.com for tickets. I really appreciate all the ants that come out to the shows. Guys, really thank you very much. There are honestly days, and it just sounds like I'm just sucking cock at this point, but I'm not, where if it wasn't for the ants, I might just give up and just fucking just quit everything.
Yeah.
Not life. You know.
Yeah, you can't rule it out.
Can't rule it out, but like it's really knowing that the people like the answer there and we're part of them that it, you know, feels pretty good sometimes.
Fucking tell him, BQ.
Yeah, tell him, Steve Dave.
Wait, what was it? What was our sign off? Peace assholes.
Oh, peace assholes.
I think Ming is a sociopath. You can tell by the way he laughs at almost everything, just to try to be what he approximates to be a human being. I think Ming is a psycho from the way that he spied on walls to yo. There must be something wrong with his mind. And what about that time that he lied about being hypnotized? That was fucked up, if you ask me. And I'm not gonna get started on his family. I think Mike is an angel for dealing with Ming's shit, but I don't listen to his show. Yo, Ming can suck a dick because the clip, I can't take it. The second I hear the bullshit flying out of his mouth all the time, and his compulsive use of right. If I had to trust someone with a DVD or a gun, easy. Walt Flanagan, it would be him, but Ming trusts nobody but himself. He is Riverviction.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.